Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys are all doing so well. Welcome or welcome back to the Beauty House. As you can see by the title, this is another impromptu makeup look. I didn't know what I was going to do when I sat down to film this video for you guys, but I know I wanted to utilize the color blue. So I hope that you like this look because this video is going to show how it all came together. So if you would like to see that, make sure you continue to keep on watching. All right, love bugs. So this is gonna be another impromptu video, I guess you could say, because just like the last video, I'm gonna be playing around with colors from the UCANBE makeup palette that I have, which is this one. And sometimes I do plan a makeup look that I'm gonna do for you guys, but this was just all I knew was I kind of wanted to play around with the blue. But I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. Like, sometimes it's not as easy as it looks because y'all know me, I'm always just give me the neutrals. I'm a neutral kind of girl and I'm amazing. But when I had did the purple from this palette, I had utilized this purple. Looking at the colors, I really like these shades of blue. So I said I really want to do a makeup look with the blue. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm just testing stuff out today. And we just gonna go on a hope and a prayer and see where we end up. Okay? Now, I don't know if I want this to be like a bold look or a calm look. I really don't know the direction I'm going, but this is going to be something new for me. I am going to start off with the eyes first. I know, not my brows, not the face, the eyes first. So I am going to use a little bit of my darker foundation, which is my True Match foundation. And I'm going to use that on a fluffy brush. And now you guys don't understand. Because sometimes like I said before, like I like to plan my videos before I do them. If I'm able to like sit and plan my videos that I do for you guys. Or if not plan it like 100%, I at least would have like an idea of what I want to do. So like I said, with this one, I had an idea that I wanted to play around with blue because I really like blue. Blue is one of my, royal blue is my favorite color. I wanted to play with blue, but then at the same time, like I said to you guys, I also want to still play around with color, try different things from my usual. So I'm looking at the palette and I'm like, I know I just definitely want something with blue, but an actual look, it was not coming to me, honey bunnies. It was not coming to me. Even up until I'm setting up my equipment, setting up everything to sit and film for you guys. And I'm still just, nothing came to me. Now, sometimes I will Google because, like I said, I will probably have like a color scheme in my head. But sometimes I just need to see how someone does it and then it would spark something in me. So I wouldn't necessarily recreate what I'm seeing, but it would spark like, oh, okay, cool. Just to kind of confirm that, say, certain colors I want to utilize would actually look good together in the way that I'm envisioning it in my head. Because I'm more of a visual person. I can see something in my head. And then if I Google something, it will kind of confirm what I'm already thinking. So when it came to this, I'm like, I know I want blue, but I don't have every shade of blue, you know? So I'm still like, okay, I want to do something blue, but nothing is really coming to me. No look that I saw, no look that I Googled stood out to me. No look that I Googled popped out to me to what I kind of envisioned in my head. So I'm really just, all right, Jesus, guide my hands with these brushes, honey, on camera. Because like I said, this is impromptu. So we are testing stuff out. And we're gonna hope that it all comes together in the end. Like, sometimes that's just how it be. You know, like, if you want to just say, you know what, I want to try something new today. I want to try a new food today. I want to go drive in a new neighborhood. You just turn off the GPS and say, Jesus, let's just go, you know? And sometimes that's how you end up at other little spots that you never knew even was around or existed. Just be like, okay. So sometimes it just got to be like that. So I am going to go in with my tried and true domed crease brush. You guys know I got this off of Amazon, and the brand is called, I guess you could say, Butte Art Design. I have quite a few brushes from them. Absolutely love them. So we are gonna go in the crease. Now I'm really thinking, guys. So I'm gonna go in, let me think. I'm gonna take a little bit of Chase Me from my ColorPop Going Matte palette. I'm gonna use that color, Chase Me, and this, I'm probably gonna say this orangey brownie color from this Fantasy UCANBE palette. So we're gonna see where we are gonna see. Okay, now this is really gonna test. Okay, girl, you do makeup. Let's see. Sometimes I'm like, Jesus, do I really do this? All right, we're gonna take both of these colors. Let's go. Now I'm not really gonna wing it out too much. I'm probably gonna keep this more of a rounded kind of look, maybe. So me saying I'm gonna keep it rounded is more so not usually how I usually like bring it out usually. It probably might just naturally do that on its own. But I'm just gonna keep it from like right here in this little vicinity right here. And you know me, I always gotta bring it up under my brows a bit. And we're gonna see for real. Because honey, I don't know. But all I do know is I had got these lashes from Amazon. So that's kind of what a tiny bit inspired me. Just a tiny bit, because when I show you guys, they look like they're fluffy lashes. But when you put them on, it's really not too fluffy. It's like a good amount of fluff. It's not like snuffleupagus. It's really, oh, okay. I could see it. You know, just a nice fullness. So again, this is just gonna go all over and just see how this all plays together. All in the crease, all over in that area. And then this is where we at. Okay, you never know, make changes midway. You guys never know, okay? Just never know. Gotta keep you guys on your toes. Same thing on this eye. Just bring it around, round it out. Just sloppily, not sloppily, but again, because this is a big brush and this is gonna pretty much take up most of, this is mostly just like a transition color, just pretty much a placement color. We're just gonna place it down. And what I do like, it wasn't even a lot, but it already picks up pigmentation, which I really do like. And I think I told you guys this brand have a lot more palettes online. I just really didn't get any because, say, like their Neutral palette, and I think it was another one I was looking at. I already kind of have like 2 palettes already that's kind of similar. That's why I didn't get it. But I think I said it to you guys in a video that I got this colorful palette because someone wanted me to do a look and it had a little bit of blue in it. So I didn't have a blue shade, so let me just get something with blue. And it just so happened this have blues, greens, oranges, and every other color. So I said, you know what, let me just get that and just see where we end up. So this is where we are right now. This is where we at with it. Yep. This is just doing whatever it wants to do. It be like that. It's okay. Now We are going to go in with this crease definer brush, same brand, 228, but this came in a different set of brushes that I have bought on its own. So now we are going to go in with Fleecy and Snug as a Bug. We're going to go with those two colors. Let me see, a dab of Snug as a Bug and Fleecy. And we're going to put that right in this little crease area right here. And just blend it. Right in that little area. Let me see. Okay, put my mirror. Right in this little area here. So that's just going to add more depth. You guys know me, you know, always want to build up the depth to any color that you're doing, especially if it's kind of like a, I don't know if you would say this is a smoky. This could be like a semi-smoky, I guess you could say. Maybe, yeah, semi-smoky. Because it's not going to be too much. Like I said, the lashes that we're going to use is really not too much dramatic of a lash. They are fluffy, but they're not fluffy as the lashes that I used in my my black smoky eye video. Is not as fluffy as those lashes, but it do have a bit of fluff to them though. So we're gonna just have that right there, like this 1/3, I guess you could say, of the eye. Hopefully that's looking good to you guys. Just keep it right there in that crease. And you guys know, because of how my eye shape is, we want to put it there so you can still see it while the eyes is opened up. Just blend it. Just keep it right there, because I want this to be really more so blended than anything. Or the depth right there. Just blend. You know, guys, I didn't know if I wanted this to be a video where it was gonna be me doing this as a voiceover or me like explaining along, because honestly, I enjoy talking to you guys. Like, Jesus knew, okay? Honestly speaking, if you know me, I really don't talk a lot. I don't like to talk. I'm very much introverted. I don't like to be bothered. I don't really like being outside unless I really have to be outside. I'm very to myself. But once I'm like cool with you, once we're really cool and we locked in, honey, you getting story times. You getting me acting out a whole scene. Okay, you getting it all. And so sometimes when I'm with you guys, when I sit down to film, sometimes there's topics that naturally, you know, popped up in my head. And I said, oh, like, you know, we could discuss that. And then sometimes, honestly speaking, guys, nothing comes to my mind. Like, and it's the craziest thing, because I know you guys come here for the story times. Hello, come on now. Because I love a good story time. So it's like, I know I always want to be able to speak to you guys and have something to say to you guys. So sometimes moments where I don't have nothing to say, it like kills me, you know, because I'm not opposed to voiceovers, because I have right now, I think I do have one voiceover video, which is something new for me. So I'm not opposed to it, but I would like to believe that you guys thoroughly enjoy my story times, you know? So like I said, this video was impromptu, but even as I was setting up, I'm like, what am I going to talk to you guys about? Like, I don't know, you know, like, what do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? You know? So I'm just like, I don't know if I wanted it to be a talktorial, or if I'm going to do a voiceover. I really didn't know where I was going to go with this, you know? So I'm like, okay, as I'm doing this, let's pray that something pops up in my head to talk to you love bugs about. Because I always have story times for you guys. And so it's just like, hopefully something comes. Because I wouldn't want this to be like, say, a voiceover. you know, especially as an impromptu video. I don't know how I would like do a voiceover for that. So this is where we are right now, playing around with the, so these would be more so oranges, orangey, reddish browns, more so orangey browns, which I do like. And so now this have enough depth that I like. We got like a tiny dash more, but I really do like how we got a lot of depth and we didn't even do a lot. Like, honestly speaking, we didn't even do a lot and we got this amount of depth, and I like. And again, one is also your brushes. You know me, I always talk about your tools. And then two, just the pigmentation of both of these palettes. Like, I love that. So now let's see where we gonna continue to go with this. So now, probably on the same brush, because I like how the placement is. Probably on the same brush, we are gonna go in with, now this is where my nerves is gonna get to me. I'm a little nervous now. We're gonna go in with this color and a bit of this color. I'm terrified. I'm so scared right now, guys. All right, so we're gonna do a little 1-2 in that blue color and 1-2 in this color. Jesus. Okay. Take the wheel. I'm so nervous. So this darker blue is actually a shimmer color. Like, it has like some specks of shimmer. So I never played around with blending out a shimmer color. So I'm nervous. But let's see. Okay, guys. So we are gonna kind of right where we have that. We're gonna just now continue it in our crease. Just bring some depth to it right in that crease. But still, when we open our eyes, we still could see it. So we're gonna play around with that. Just small circular motion. We're gonna just keep it right there for right now, to see how it's blending out and playing with the other colors. Just a little bit in that crease. All right, so we're gonna get some more. Honey child, we testing this out, guys. Now, I don't think I have just a deep blue, which is kind of like, that kind of sucks a tiny bit. So I don't just have like a true like navy in none of my palettes. So this is what we're doing right now. Just keep it there, just to keep the depth right there. Just back and forth. Now, I did want to do a look with blue and orange, because blue and orange is pretty to me. I think that's a really pretty combo if it's done right. Now, like, is it the New York Knicks? That blue and yellow? Scratch that. I mean blue and orange. That blue and orange, I'm not a fan of how that blue and orange played together. But blue and orange does look really nice together. Again, depending on how it sits. Depending on how it's laid together. It could look really, really pretty. So we're going to do this here. Just put that in that corner. Bring it up a tiny bit. You know what I mean? Just always buff it up a little bit. So it still looks blended. But yeah, if I had like a navy, I think it would look really nice if I had like a true navy color as well. Right there in that crease. And then, honestly speaking, we are gonna add our eyelid color. So this is gonna be like real quick. But now this is the true test of this look coming together. If we really like this color, this is the true test. All right, so we are gonna do we're gonna put milk on our eyelid area, because you know that is gonna help to bring out the color that I'm gonna lay down. It's gonna help it to pop even more. Just all over the lid area. Not necessarily a cut crease, but we just want the pigment to adhere nicely onto the eyeballs. And so, because I don't want this to like crease up or anything, I'm gonna take my finger and go in with this blue. Honey child, this is all the hope and a prayer in the name of Jesus. Put that right there. That close to the end, so that's where we are. We could do like up to half, and then I'm gonna use another blue, about my half. Pack it on. And we're gonna now put it right in that middle so it now meshes both of them together. And that's where we are. Real simple, guys. And this is what we look like, guys. This is what we got. Playing with some color, right? Testing things out. Now we're gonna finish up the rest of the look. So we are now gonna move on to foundation. Yep, we're gonna move on to our face now. Nothing is on this product, just to blend it a bit. This is the one that had the orange on it, the orangey brown. Nothing was on it, just to blend it a bit. Now we're gonna move on to the face. Now this is really what's gonna test this out and see how this really looks. Okay, so I don't have, let me see. I don't have any fallout, which is fantastical. So I don't have to worry about that. But we are gonna go in with, I already moisturized my face. So we're just gonna go in with some primer. And now Dr. Brandt, I'm waiting for my E.L.F one to come in, just to play around and see how that one works for me. I have that one in my kit. So we're gonna see how that works. Put some primer on. Foundation, you guys know I add a little bit of my MCO Beauty in 4.5 medium, just to dash in the back of my hand. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, just tiny bit, little dots. And now my foundations. I was looking and I saw that NYX have this foundation. I think it's called Make 'em Wonder or something like that. And I'm like, I kind of want to try it. I think I might test it out just to see. I think I might test it out. But looking at it, the packaging looks extremely tiny. So, you never know. But I want to watch a few more reviews to see, you know, how people like it. But I think it's more so lightweight and it's like buildable coverage. So I'm like, okay, I'm not mad at it. I mean, I'm not opposed to any foundation that's like matte, or I'm not opposed to any foundation that's matte or satin, or like I'm not opposed to any kind of finish to makeup look, honestly speaking. Whew. Yeah, I'm not opposed to any finish of a foundation, honestly speaking. It don't really matter to me. Then with my Flat Top Pro brush, we are gonna buff this in. Get close by the ears. Some people take the foundation like to the ears. I don't really do all of that. It's not really my vibe. So I don't do it. But I get it close enough. Get it close to the hairline as possible. Between right here. Forehead. Get it close to the eyebrow. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind trying out different techniques, I guess you could say, because in probably, I think in like 2 of my videos, I did it where it's my videos where it's like the real simple everyday look. I think I did like no lashes, and I had to do my face makeup first, and I think I did my brows after. And honestly speaking, when you do your makeup first and then the brows, you could really see like the shape of your brows and what you do and don't need to do. So I could see how that technique could be beneficial, I guess you could say, sometimes, as opposed to always starting with the brows. Sometimes I could see why, because I do watch other makeup artists like on Instagram and on YouTube, so I can see why some of them start with doing the foundation first and then the brows, and I can see why some start with the brows first and then the foundation and everything else on the face. So I think it really all depends, but I think it also depends too on the person. If you have brows that are, say, stubborn brows, and you have to use gel and you have to use all those other things to tame your brows, I understand as to why you would do brows first sometimes. Or say if your brows aren't done, if they're not trimmed up or anything, I could see why you would do the brows first. So we are gonna do, speaking of brows, I'm about to do my brows now. Now I'm gonna do my concealer, little jazz number that I do with my usual LA Girl Pro concealer, because you know I like to be highlighted, honey, because nobody gonna tell me nothing. Exactly. And a little mix of my Maybelline. You know, once this is done, I'm not gonna get it again. I think I'll tell you guys every time I use this. Like, it's just not that too crazy. We're gonna let that sit and play just a tiny bit. So as that's doing that, I'm just gonna set the whole, I'm lying to you, I'm not, because I have more creams to do, so I'm not gonna set the face. I lied. But we're gonna let this sit for a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna let that sit a tiny bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in with some more creams after this set a little bit. I was gonna do the brows, but I think I'm still gonna hold off on the brows just a tiny bit more. So as this is setting, I'm gonna prepare my, you guys know I use my loose powder, my Fit Me. This is in number 20, light medium. I'm probably gonna get another one for myself in light just to see how it appears, because I like the shade. Like, I really do like looking back at videos. I like it, but I know that light medium, I know that light would be clearly a shade lighter. So I think if I mix the two of them, it would give a certain shade that I think I would also like, that would also be more highlighted as well. And like I think I told you guys, I want to play around with a pink setting powder to see how that plays around with certain looks. I think I want to do that. So I'm going to go in with my airbrush concealer, that same brand. Now this is similar to this one because these are both concealer buffer brushes. But I would say these hairs is a lot more densely packed together and this is a lot more loose. That's why I use this one for when I put my foundation on my eyeshadow, on my eyeballs. I use this one, and for concealer, I use this one, more of a dense brush. So we could set that a little bit. I'm still trying to find the perfect technique for under my eyeballs, guys, because, honey, it's just, honey, a whole nother story time. So we're gonna blend this out, the edges first, and then up under. Now, because I have other creams I'm gonna play with, I'm probably just gonna set directly underneath, like directly underneath, so I could play around with the other cream products that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna blend it as close as I can. This is what we look like. Up a little more. I like a real highlighted look. And then other eye, same thing, just gonna buff it. Because we're not swiping it, we're not sweeping it, we're just gonna buff it. So that it doesn't move any product underneath. Then I'm gonna set right under there. That's where my creases are. Or like a set. So now just buff out the edges of that. I think I'm gonna go in with one of my brushes I used from before, this Real Technique brushes. I was watching this video the other day, and well, as I go through my videos and just knowing like myself, I have like a patch on, I want to say it's this side of my face. I have like a patch. I don't know if you guys can see it, like right here. And I really don't know like what it is. And I'm watching a video the other day, and this lady was like pretty much explaining, like, you know, she has like a patch on her face and she don't like know pretty much what to do. So she just like works around it. So I'm like, you see, I know I'm not like the only person. Like, I know I'm not losing my mind, and I don't know what I can do, guys, for that patch. Like, I really don't know, because I could see it and it's annoying to me, because it's like the foundation or something, it just doesn't cling there, and I don't know what that is and why that is. And it's so bothersome to me sometimes, like when I'm doing my bronzer or blending certain things out, it just like, it just throws me a bit. So I don't know, guys. Have any tips, any suggestions? Because I don't know. It's kind of annoying sometimes. Like, I'll blend this in. Hairline area. Temple. Blended. So now we could play around with some blush. Now, the blush I'm gonna use. Is gonna be from Glam. So I'm thinking which one I want to use. But I'm gonna do a little mix, right? And let me see which one, because I don't want to do too much. I'm probably gonna go in with Birthday Suit, and I have 3, so I'm gonna go in with Birthday Suit and Hush Hush. So I still want a bit of luminosity, I guess you could say, a little bit of highlighter look. So I'm gonna go in with my MCO Beauty in 4, just a tiny bit to mix and see, because it has a certain glow that I think is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna put that, 2 dashes of that color and 2 dashes of that color. And we're gonna mix it up and see what we get, honey. Mix these in. And let's see, this right there. And put that next to the bronzer. You guys see it? You're gonna pat it in. And a little bit more. I still want it to be like a nice natural like glow, like something like real natural and glowy and dewy. So right there, let's bring it down just in this area. This is where we're at right now with that, right? I'm gonna start from this side. And just bring it forward. And I always start it from the temple part and bring it down, because I don't want to start from like right here and say it's a lot of product. So it's best to do it that way and then just sweep it so you building it that way, for me. And so I added the MCO Beauty because it's still, that still gives it a certain kind of glow that I really, really like. So now we are going to set this, right? So this is how we're looking right now, right? Okay. So we're going to set back of the hand, excess, and then flat over there. And you set in the cheek as well. Real close. Now this is baking a ton because I picked up a lot, so it's like baking a little bit. Bam, bam. On the nose, keep a little chin. So then now the whole face. We're gonna use my big brush. Take it excess. Now we're setting the whole face. All right, so that's that. So then now we could do bronzer for the whole face now. So now we're gonna bronze up the face on this brush. Is kind of a fluffy brush. Go into both my colors. Tap, tap, tap. Excess, and then, you know, me and my usual hairline. Just to bring back that warmth. Oh. Now for under the eye, we're gonna go in with my under eye powder. So we're just gonna dab that in. We're gonna press it in. Kind of sweep away, but once I press it in underneath the eye. Because we baked it a little bit for more staying power. On the other side. Just press it in. Sweep away and press. Now we could do the nose. Use this brush for the nose. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. Take off any of the excess. Just in my hands, excess, and just down the side. It's so funny because I feel like the look is coming together, but still not, because like my brows are still not on, lips and lashes. So that's the funny thing. It could look like, oh, okay, look is coming together, but it's like, hello, still got work to do. Hello, not done. So this right here. I'm just in the bigger mirror. You know what's so funny? Like sometimes looking in the mirror that I'm using, it's a smaller like table mirror. So even though it's like close, sometimes I can't really see the full picture. So sometimes I have to like look, say like at the camera for you guys and like my bigger mirror to really see how things really are. So I'm probably just gonna go in with the darker color. Oh, mine, the lighter one, just 1, 2 in here. Nothing crazy, really just 1, 2. That's it, done. That's it, promise you. That was a little 1, 2, 1, 2. Now highlight. My Real Technique brush. I'm gonna go in like, you know me, just do my little 1, 2, 1, 2. Cause this don't, like I like this highlight, but it's just like, it still has some work to do in my opinion. Like it needs some work. So down the center of the nose and then the tip of the nose. And then just right there. I'm gonna just place the highlight on the high points of my cheek today. And push it back. Just nice highlighted. It's right there. And then now, get to our eyebrows. I might do it a little bit different today because I like how I have been doing it in one of, like, I think 1 or 2 of my last videos. So we're just gonna brush them up, see where the shape really is, how it really truly lays. Up. Then we're gonna fill in like directly the ends. So it's gonna be like right here, this part. I'm gonna arch a bit and then bring it down. What the bottom look like. Just gonna brush up a little bit to see again where the placement is, and then just the top part. And a tiny, tiny bit in the front, the tiniest, slightest bit. And that's that eyebrow. So that's that brow, right, for right now. Then the next one, same thing. Just like under, where it's less hairs. Bring it up to connect it. Bring it up a little bit. Same thing. Push it up a bit. And so now, not gonna go too crazy. I'm gonna take off like the excess that's from the front part. Like I said, these have a little bit of fibers, so I actually do like this a lot. So because we don't know if it's a lot of product or not, we're just gonna take from the middle part and just sweep it up through the brow. Now you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I like to. Like I said, because I have fibers, it adds a little bit more thickness. And also because this do have a color, it also fills in any areas where I didn't fill in with the pencil. I'm just gonna do the arch part. And then a tiny bit in the front, just brushing them up in the front area. Because I'm not really gonna do nothing more to the front area. It's just really gonna be this, like this is where we are. So same thing on the next brow. Get a little bit more. And then too, I like to switch up how I do my brows sometimes. Like before when I was like younger and I used to fill my brows in, I used to fill in the whole thing, do the whole concealer at the top, at the bottom. I used to do every phase of brows. But as I've like gotten older and always like wanted to switch up things, I'm like, my brows aren't the worst brows ever. I do have brow hairs. So let me work with what I have. So it's more so the mid to the end is where I really have to fill my brows in. So that's really what I focus on, you know. So say even with this look, or just in general, I don't have to really fill in from the front all the way to the tail of the brow. I don't have to do that. Because now if I'm using this gel, it kind of does what it needs to do with the front area. Because again, we still want the front of the brow to be soft. If that's how your brows naturally are, you still want the front to be soft, have a softness to it. So this is where we are with the brows. Do this a little bit more, match it a little bit. I think I like how these brows came out, actually. Like, I think I really like how these brows came out. So this is it for the brows and the face. I'm gonna do my lashes, liner, offline. I'm gonna come back to you guys and we're gonna do the lips and we're gonna be all set. Okay, love bugs. So this is what we look like with our lashes on, a little bit of smoked out underneath the lash line. So now we are gonna do our lips. And we are gonna go in with, I got some new lip pencils that I was waiting to come in the mail. They're mainly like nudes, rosy tones, and browns because I love a good brown. So these don't really have a name or anything. They have numbers. So this is number 7, which is like a brown, but it's not as dark as my usual espresso. So we're gonna line the lips. This is like a mocha, I would say. Let's fill the lip a little bit more. And I didn't want it to be as dark as espresso because of the eye makeup that we played around with. So I think a bit of a softer brown made sense. And these pencils are really soft. Right from Amazon. Yeah, I already know, okay? So fill it in a little bit. Again, just so the lipstick just have a base. So that's how we look in there. Then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Peely Nude in 353. Now this, to me, I think I told you guys before, is like a cool tone, kind of a nude shade. We're gonna use this. If I need to add anything more, I will, but we're gonna start with this and see where we end up. This really smells and kind of tastes like lipstick. I hate it so much. I actually like this with this lip pencil because I think with a darker lip pencil, it like made it look a certain way, but I actually like it with this lip pencil. Now, I wanted to keep this matte, but this formulation isn't the smoothest to me. So I'm gonna add a gloss because this is just not the smoothest, and I'm not sure as to why. So I'm gonna go in with my Ruby Kisses Butter Bomb in 23 White Lie. And so we're just gonna add a little bit. Just right there. Just so it can mesh the colors nicer. Yeah, I think I like. Now, like I said, this is with me using a different shade of a brown in my liner, my lip liner set that I got. And I really like this. Like I said, it's a softer brown, more like a mocha. as opposed to my actual espresso. And I think with espresso, it kind of made this color look a lot more cool toned. But yeah, I think I like how this combo is, especially with the blue and like the orangey color on the eyes. So I am going to take my hair down and come back and give my final words. Okay, love bugs, so this is the final look with everything done, put together, my hair down. Didn't really want to do nothing too crazy, just something real calm for you guys. So like I said, this was an impromptu. Okay, we was testing stuff out. I was a little scared, okay, a little nervous to really see if I'm really the makeup artist that I say that I am, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't too much of a tutorial this time, but I still gave a few tips and tricks as I always do. Thank you guys so much for taking a part of your day and choosing to share it with little old me. I thank you so much and I appreciate you. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. I love you guys so much. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Until the next time. Mwah.